Buffy the Vampire Slayer on tonight, and Angel. I love that show.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I got to say something else. David Boreanaz has been in New York doing promotion. Have we turned him down, or do they not do this show?
I think we've turned him down.
Okay.
I don't think anybody wants to talk to him. He's good in the show, but I don't care to talk to him.
All right.
The original Mighty Joe Young is on the AMC channel tonight, and I got to tell you something. That's the same.
Much better.
It's much better, and that's the same channel that runs endless Three Stooges, and I got to hand it to him.
AMC?
Yeah. That's great. American movie channel.
Yeah, they've got the Three Stooges on every night now.
Yeah, it's great. It's on at 7 o'clock tonight. The Bulls and the Knicks go preseason tonight, too, but that's on the Madison Square Garden Network. I don't know how many people get that.
Yeah, preseason. Who wants to watch that?
Yeah, and the Gina Davis show is on tonight. I got to tell you, in the newspaper, they didn't give many good reviews, but that don't mean anything.
They could be wrong.
They could be wrong. They gave Dark Angel great reviews, and it sucked. So you never know. Got to give it a shot, and they've given us a trip anyway to give away.
They gave her 3 stars. That's not bad.
No, the other paper gave her 1. Who gave her 3?
Post.
And what did the Daily News give her?
Oh, I didn't get to that.
Yeah. Oh, so there you go, 3 stars.
Hey, see?
I don't know how you judge a sitcom anyway on one episode. You got to kind of like hang in there with the characters.
Yeah, 1.
No?
Not necessarily.
Really? For me, you do. So I got a trip for 2 to L.A. Oh, I see. Let me do this first. Stuttering John went out to this roast for Rob Reiner. There were a lot of celebrities there. Okay.
It was in Hollywood, or was it here?
I think it's in New York.
No, here in New York at the Friars Club, where Jackie is a member, but they never let him sit on the dais.
He wasn't on this one either?
No.
Never. What's at the Hilton?
John was his usual annoying self, and John has one of the all-time worst stutters I've ever heard. At the end of the Tyne Daly interview,
Yeah.
it locks up. He locks up and sounds like he's going to vomit. It's just.
All right, here's John with Tyne Daly. Jackie, did you try to get on the roast? No? They never ask him.
Yeah,
He's given up.
I'm surprised he doesn't even go to them because they're really a lot of fun. They're set up, real well.
It's a
Well,
protest.
because Jackie thinks he should be on the dais.
Silent.
But don't you think if he goes to a few and
They don't think he's good enough. And it gets him crazy.
but they have non-comedians go up there and roast.
Yes, people who are very famous.
Politicians. They put politicians
Well,
up there.
yes, because they have a prominence, and it's funny to see someone out of their element.
And the Friars are not going to make a name for Jackie no matter what.
Right.
He's got to make a name for himself first.
All right, so here is Stuttering John with Tyne Daly, who is a very fat woman.
Yeah, she's
And she's the star of some TV show I never watch.
Well, she's the second star. Judging Amy.
Judging Amy.
Tyne, can I ask you a question?
Baby, who are you?
I'm John. And
Hello, John.
How are you?
Fine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What is a Tyne?
What is a Tyne? A river in England, as far as I know.
Do you dig black guys?
I do. I dig guys of all flavors.
Very nice.
She used to be married to a black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude from the Rookies.
I think too.
Yeah.
And she dated Clarence Williams.
Right.
Clarence Williams III, who was on Mod Squad.
No, she dated Clarence Williams?
Yeah.
Link.
She was married.
Lincoln Hayes III.
Solid.
She was married to the Rookie and she dated Clarence.
Right.
He was Clarence Williams III or Lincoln Hayes III?
Clarence Williams III.
Clarence Williams
His
III.
character was Lincoln Hayes III.
Yeah, Lincoln Hayes III? No, it was Lincoln Hayes. And his name was Clarence Williams III. And his big line was solid.
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 He was also Prince's dad in Purple Rain.
Right. He was good in that.
Yeah.
There were two other Clarence Williams before him.
That's right.
She dated them too.
She also was on Cagney and Lacey. And she played one of those, too.
Were you Cagney or Lacey?
Can't remember.
Why didn't they ever do a lesbian thing with Cagney and Lacey?
I guess we weren't in the mood.
Now, your son, your brother's going to be in that new show. Are you going to see it?
I am. I actually saw him on TV when I hit the ground in New York just a minute ago. He looked very well, and he was funny.
You almost called him her son because he looks like her son.
Yeah, how big an age difference is there?
I was on Wings with him.
You were? Yes. Did you have any fun?
Oh, I had a great...
Was he nice to you?
Oh, he was great.
Because I can lean on him if he wasn't bad to you in any way.
So you think OJ was guilty?
I leave judgment to God.
You ever fart in the bathtub?
Of course, it's fun. It makes that little sound.
Well, you seem like a good sport. Is there anything I could shock you
I'm a
with?
very bad sport. I don't take to sports, except, of course, for private sport.
Do you still masturbate?
I never did.
Well, you look beautiful, Ty. Give me a big hug.
Okay.
Oh, here you go. Thank you. You're a very nice young woman. You know,
The grease from
some
my
people
hair.
get kind
Grease.
of. Oh, I'm sorry.
You gotta
Some people
cut
get
that out.
frazzled from this stuff, but you didn't at all. You totally went with it.
Smooth and slow, honey.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
No.
Oh, this is Howard Stern. I mean, this is why I work.
Yeah.
Why don't you like him?
I think he's crude.
You know, you think maybe you got to give him a chance? Or, you know, is there
No, I
something
don't
that
have to. I'm too old to give people chances.
But is there something that he said that you didn't like?
No, it's his general demeanor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think he's what, a sexist?
I haven't given him really that much thought.
Have you ever seen him?
I can't remember.
All right, Ty. Well, thank
Nice
you
to meet
anyway.
you, John.
I think you're very nice anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
The hardest question was, will you give me a hug?
Well, you really locked up. You were like,
You know what happened to the hug thing, Howard? It was hard to hear, but John had his hair greased up, and he was greasing all over her.
oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
she
we were-
was like, ooh, I have to hug you?
But, we were in the only area that we were the only press in this
Sounded
area.
like she was digging you, dude.
I know,
Why would you lock up when she answered every question? That's weird.
I'd check if I knew why, then I would never stutter.
Then you'd conquer it. All right, let's see. Then you went on. Oh, you actually met Rob Reiner, the host of the.
Yeah.
Or the
Ooh, I
subject.
got to tell you, he's almost
of
looking
the
Chinese at this point.
What do you mean?
Because his cheeks are getting so fat.
Is he very, very fat?
Yeah, he's huge.
Gee, someone ought to do an intervention. What about that dad of his?
Well,
for once.
he's starting to look like his dad.
Wow.
But his dad's not fat.
No, but the same head.
Yeah.
And also, for a comedian, he's not a very funny guy. Like, he's not a happy, funny guy.
No. He's like an angry, funny guy. Like all serious.
Well,
Because he's got this whole thing with his dad. He's still competing with him.
You understand that.
Yep. I sure do. Nothing funny about it. I probably have more in common with him than he knows. But Rob Reiner, boy, that sounded like a funny roast. They were really goofing on him. Did you read about it in the paper?
No.
Here. What is it?
You got it?
You got it? Can you hand it to me?
Yeah.
I got my lunch is buried in the newspaper.
Page section?
Yeah.
They were saying a lot of bad stuff about him.
Yeah, it sounded funny. They said, Alan King got up and said, when I thought about Rob Reiner the other day, I was getting a colonoscopy. And I thought, gee, Rob must be going through the same thing, removing his nose from Al Gore's ass. That's pretty funny. Because he's always kissing Al Gore's ass.
Who said this?
Alan King, it's a funny line.
Wow.
Then that dog. That dog that's on Conan O'Brien. That's operated by David Smigel. And Smigel said, "How do you embarrass a guy like Rob Reiner who married Penny Marshall?" What was their wedding song? How much was that doggy in the window?
Man, they were tough.
They had a bitter divorce settlement. She got the talent, and he got the. And then he used the T word for breasts.
That's a great one.
He's got the breast. Then Al Franken said, I don't know. He didn't say anything about. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go into the whole
But
thing.
it sounds like some funny lines were.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Lay down.
There's a reporter who interviewed Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
And they said, will you say anything about Rob? You're gonna goof on me. He goes, I don't goof on any directors because I want to work.
Great. All right, here we go. Here's getting the whole idea of a roast. Here is Rob Reiner.
Mr. Reiner. Rob, please.
Yeah, how are you? Nice to see you.
You think it's good that Joe Lieberman is trying to clean up Hollywood?
Do I what?
You think it's good that Gore and Lieberman are trying to clean up Hollywood?
Well, I think it's good that they're trying to hold Hollywood's feet to the fire when it comes to marketing R-rated movies to underage children. I think that they're very right to be doing that.
Oh, boy. What an ass kisser. Come
Alan
on,
King was
dude.
right.
Yep.
You get annoyed by people still calling you meathead?
No, not at all. Except you. You're the only one that is annoying me right now. Other than that, I've been perfectly happy up till this moment. Everybody calling me meathead, I'm happy until you just said that. Now I'm really steaming.
Does directing make you lose your hair?
No, I lost my hair. This is jeans. This is jeans.
Hey, why don't people go to Spike Lee movies?
The Forward, good Yuntif.
Wow.
All right, Rob Reiner. Wow. Sounds like an angry guy, Rob Reiner, not a fun guy.
I'm amazed that John got off another question.
I got to tell you something. Him marrying Penny Marshall now makes perfect sense because she doesn't seem like much fun either.
Yeah, the two of them could be upset and miserable together.
Here's John with Alan King. What happens here? Anything I should know?
Alan's just a weird guy. He really thinks he's the king of comedy.
Uh-huh.
He's an old-time comic who thinks he's way funnier than he is.
So John's asking him some goofy questions, and at the very end, he zings John and walks away, except it's not funny.
Zinga.
I zinged you.
Sentence.
I've got a wit.
Right.
I'm going to use it on you.
Alan. Yes, next question, please. How are you, man?
I'm good.
What things going?
Oh, is that kind of interview? How are things going? Everything is going fine.
Why weren't you at the Jackie Martling party at the Friars?
I didn't even know who Jackie Martling is.
Why won't they let him be on the dais for a roast?
I have no idea. I have nothing to do with it. I'm the abbot. All that means is it's like being the social director on a Titanic. You have to ask the entertainment committee to answer these questions.
Do you still masturbate?
Yes.
No, he don't. You think he does?
I don't know.
He's like 100 years old.
You don't think he does?
I don't know. Bragging.
Yes.
Well, Jackie, none of those guys know you.
Even the guy
Jackie
that
loves the Friars Club, and you don't even know him.
Even the guys that are his age don't want to hang with him.
Do you ever fart in the bathtub?
Yes.
Oh, now he's getting annoyed.
Voting for this year?
I'm voting for Pat Buchanan.
Really?
No. But you ask these asshole questions, I'll answer them. What else do you want?
What do you read while you're on the bowl?
When I'm in the bowl, I read the New York Post.
Why don't people go to Spike Lee movies?
Why? Because he's a very good filmmaker.
Why don't people go?
Why don't they? Because there are not enough people intelligent enough to go to good pictures.
Do you think O.J. was guilty?
I've no comment. The jury found him innocent.
Name me one Spike Lee movie that you actually went to.
I did. Son of Sam. I even went to see Bamboozle.
How was it?
I loved it.
Did you have fun?
No.
What did he say?
No, I didn't have fun.
Yeah, fun.
Is your pubic hair gray?
Is my what?
Pubic hair gray.
You're interested in my balls. Is that what you're interested in? Is that it? I want to ask you and your friends a question.
What is what?
Is it dishonest to fake an orgasm when you're off?
You don't want to...
Now stick that in your cap.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah, he is.
And actually, the movie wasn't Son of Sam.
It was Summer of Sam. Well, all right, it was close enough. At least he answered the question. Guy put up with you. I think everybody was in a putting up mood because it was a roast. Nothing serious like the Emmys.
Right.
Kevin Pollak, who is that?
Kevin Pollak was in the movie A Few Good Men.
We've interviewed him.
We've interviewed him. Rob pretended to like him. And John doesn't know who he is, and as you don't, and
Right.
I think it gets a little irritated.
So who are you?
Ouch. If you don't know, I ain't talking to you.
Come on, tell me. What do you do that, makes you famous?
Ooh.
You can't hide behind those glasses with that tongue wagging like that.
Then he recognized it, but at first, Doug said the look on his face was like, damn.
So mad. He wants everyone to know who he is.
Ouch.
Al Franken was interviewed, and it wasn't it was just Al knows us and everything, so he didn't really say anything that I'd play, but he did want to clear up something because we did a report in the news.
Okay.
So he wanted to have this message heard by us. And he's very serious about it. It's very important to him. And John, in the middle of it, starts saying, douchebag says what? It's just very embarrassing.
One thing about on Stern, a few months ago at the Republican convention, there was, at the Shadow Convention, John McCain spoke and was shouted down by people. And I tried to tell the people who were shouting him down to shut up. And the New York Post reporter, for some reason, said I was among the people shouting him down. And Howard went on and said, why is Al Frank, and reported it. Now, the Post made a correction since. The Daily News that they actually got it right and said that I would never shout down anybody, John McCain or anyone, and I like John McCain a lot. So I just wanted to clear that up in case this is getting to Howard somehow.
This is what?
In case this gets to in case I can get to Howard somehow.
This is what?
I said what?
All right, Al. Thank you very much, man.
Nice
been
to talk
nice.
to you.
All right, so there it is. I mean, John, you got a set of balls on you.
Man, oh man.
You got a set of balls on you, bro.
Always thinking.
You
John,
really do.
always thinking.
And here, of course, is the inevitable John getting thrown out scenario. After a while, they get so annoyed with him. They really got physical, and they were pushing and really, really getting physical with John. And John starts screaming, "There's violence going on over here." It's so great. But Freddie Roman, one of these old-time comics who's at the Friars Club, steps in and saves John. The dean of the Friars Club. So, like a man swooping down and saving a woman, he came in. And then, of course, John's so grateful, he just asked some stupid questions.
Immediately starts firing off dumb questions.
You got to go, John.
Oh, we're just having a good time.
Sorry, they just...
You got to be... Al, tell them.
They want to end it.
What do you mean we're having a good time here? I'm friends with half the people here.
They want to end it.
Anyway, he was actually the nicest I've ever...
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Usually...
my friends.
Also...
This is a Fry. Get Freddie over here. This is a Friars thing. Where's Freddie?
Which one?
Freddie Roman. I'm practically a Friar. They've been courting me for days.
He's been a much bigger dick before. This is like this is...
No, I need you guys on the other side.
Is there a reason? I'm having a great time here.
I
haven't done anything.
Give me another hard time. I'm going to throw you out of here on your ass now. Move.
Wait a second.
Now.
Is there a reason why you're getting violent? Hold on. Violence here. You're pushing me into a girl's. There's a man pushing me in here. Look at this. Hold on. Hey, wait a second.
Okay.
Do not push me, man. Don't push me, man. I'll leave. All I asked was to talk to Freddie. All I asked was to talk to Freddie. That's all I said.
Wait inside and we'll go get him.
All right. Don't push me, dude. Don't be happy to beat up somebody, all right? I don't care what hostility you have in your life. Don't take it out on me, all right? Jeez.
Be a gentleman to leave like we are.
Getting thrown out of the Friars. Supposed to be a comedy thing. Unbelievable. Freddie, these guys are throwing me out.
For what reason?
I don't know. Ask him. I'm just curious.
They telling us he has no
Who's
right
they?
being here.
He's the head of the Friars, so let's find out.
They're in charge of the press.
What?
They're in charge of the press.
Well, he's in charge of the Friars, and this is a Friars thing, so let's find out.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were complaints that you were the only one inside this area.
All right, so I'll go on this side.
Let him go into that area,
Thank
please.
you very much. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say to him. Thank you, Freddie.
John, it is
You're a
always
good
a
man.
pleasure.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
You can do anything you want.
Thank you very much, Freddie. I'm so glad that you did this. Howard's going to be very happy that you stuck up for me over here. This guy was all ready to throw me out.
I say they should have thrown you out.
Did you ever see Milton Berle's?
Never did. I have the plastic caster.
Well, Freddie, I didn't see you at the Jackie Martling party. Was there a reason?
I was away. I was working, making a living, just like all of us.
Is he ever going to be a part of the roast?
Yes, many times we're going to work this out.
No, but Freddie, is there a real reason why you don't have him on the roast?
No, none whatsoever.
You sure?
John, I never liked
You think he's funny?
John, I was with the Unite Yoma's course. Rod Gilbert, his job at Madison Square Garden.
You think he's funny?
I love Jackie Marley.
You think he's
I have
funny?
his new dirty CDs. I bought them.
Did you listen
I paid
to it?
retail. Yes.
Is that true? He bought